Hello everybody, it's Michael here from Replica Airguns with another field test shooting video here inside the indoor airgun shooting range, the CCAN indoor shooting range. And we're going to do the usual here. We're going to put 5 rounds through the chronograph for this Springfield Armory M1 Carbine by Venturi. So check out my tabletop video if you haven't seen that for more details and specs. But today we're going to test it out again on the chrony, see what kind of actual feet per second we get. And then we're going to test it out, put 10 rounds downrange, 30 feet downrange into a paper target, and see what kind of grouping we can get. And that'll give us some ideas on, how well this gun shoots. Now it's about 22 degrees Celsius here in the CCAN, which is about 71 or something, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're using a brand new CO2. I just popped a brand new CO2 and 5.1 grain standard zinc coated steel BB. So that's what we'll be testing with the whole time. Let's just get the feet per second up here. Get the chrony working. All right. Now we're just gonna see if we can place 5 shots downrange and get an average of 5 readings. Let's go ahead. I think I need to get this on fire. Okay, we are now ready. 363, first shot out of it. 340, 331, 324, 316. We'll do one more. I think that might have been 5, but okay, 313. So it's not, I'm going to put on safe, by the way. So it's not shooting nearly as hard as I thought it would. I believe it was claimed around 400. I can't remember exactly what the claim is. I'll put it on the screen. I just forget at the moment. But the claim feet per second, I'm going to say is probably higher than 313. This being a rifle, I would expect it to shoot a little bit harder than this. This is a brand new CO2. Everything seems good as far as I can tell. Not sure why it's shooting so slow, but let's see what kind of accuracy we get down range here. 30 feet, I'll put a brand new paper target up. Let's find out. I've got everything set up. Brand new paper downrange, 30 feet. We're going to be in a semi-rested or pretty much a good rested position. Sandbag up front, seated in the back. Without putting this gun in a clamp, this is about as good as I can get. There's human error involved, obviously some human factor. And it is peep sight, not my favorite type of sight, but we're going to see what kind of accuracy we get here. Hopefully I can get 10 rounds pretty close to each other. I'm not overly concerned about elevation, windage, too much. Windage, I can't really adjust this gun, but elevation I can. So let's hope it shoots pretty good left to right. Elevation, again, I can adjust it. So we're gonna just pop this down a little bit. There we go, okay. See if I can get as comfortable as possible. See if I can get these peep sights nicely lined up. And I think I'm on safe. I am, okay, so we're off the safe here. And here we go. This should be the last shot here. We'll try one more. We should hear a difference. Yeah, okay, so take her up and let's have a peek. That's not a bad group. Almost an inch. Right there would be an inch. This one came up a bit, but that's an inch group right there. I'm gonna say this is very capable of getting tight inch groups. It did shoot just a little bit to the left, but pretty well centered, like left to right. It did shoot a little bit high, but I can adjust the elevation with this. I can bring this sort of front and back, up and down a little bit. Bring the sight up and down and adjust for that. But that's not too high, even right out of the box. Everything seems pretty good. So it's got a nice little blowback feel to it. The bolt kicks back every time. I'm sure you saw that. Looks pretty good. The FPS was a little bit low. But as you can see, it has no problem putting holes in paper just over 300 feet per second. I always say to people, 300 plus feet per second is perfectly fine for shooting cans, putting holes in paper, that kind of stuff. You're going to go right through a pop can, even if it's got water or whatever in it. 300 FPS with a steel BB and above is pretty decent. I mean, it does take a little longer to get down there than, say, if you're shooting a 500 FPS gun or 450. But you know, if you're shooting 20 to 30 feet out, it's gonna be just fine for shooting targets like that. If you start shooting longer ranges, you're gonna have to definitely adjust for elevation, because it will have more of an arc at 300, you know, say 350 versus 450. But, you know, nice gun. This is not a pest control gun. I'm not expecting a lot of velocity out of it. It was claimed, I did check the claimed FPS, and it is 425, so I don't know why it's shooting more like 325. We're basically, you know, 100 FPS low. I might have to try popping maybe a different CO2 in it, but it was a brand new CO2. Interesting that it wasn't shooting faster than that. I'll have to maybe try it out some other time. Just standard BBs, standard CO2, pretty normal temperature in here. But the gun's, you know, really great. This is the Woodstock version. I put the Woodstock on it. It feels really good. It's got a nice weight, about 5 to 6 pounds. Feels pretty good. So, you know, I like the gun. I think it's great. It's a nice addition to anybody looking for a realistic replica style BB rifle, especially something like, you know, with a little bit of history behind it. And this M1 Carbine, the Springfield Armory one, definitely fits that bill. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also check out replicaAirguns.com for more articles and reviews, and of course replicaAirguns.ca and .us for Canada and US stores, where we sell air guns, BB guns, airsoft guns, blank guns, pellet guns, and other accessories. And of course we sell these guys in those stores as well. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.